A girl had walked out of the elevator. She doubled back to follow the scent trail, and she's like, "What are you wearing?" Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alyssa, aka Always Alyssa J, and today we're going to be talking about my most complimented fragrances. We're talking fragrances that people will chase you down the street for. That's what I mean by most complimented. You can't walk outside the house without someone inquiring about this particular fragrance. I got 4 of them. Let's get the obvious stuff out the way first. Delina by Parfums de Marly. Now, I know for most people, the fave is Delina Exclusive, but for me, the most complimented is Delina. For those who aren't as familiar with Delina, it is a beautifully feminine Turkish rose fragrance. There's other notes like peony, lychee, it's musky, but it is just so gorgeous, guys, especially on my skin. I know things wear on people differently, but I don't even need a lot of sprays. I just do one, 2 behind the ears, behind the neck. Actually, maybe that is more sprays than usual, but I don't overspray this, and it is just so gorgeous. Anytime I wear this out, people are like, "What are you wearing?" I remember I wore this to work. I had a sample at the time. I didn't have a full size. But after this particular thing happened, I went out and got, actually, no, my husband got this for me. I didn't buy this. I made my husband buy this for me. But I had a sample size and I wanted to switch my scent up for the day for work. And I decided to wear Delina. Honey, I got 3 compliments at work that day. And one of the compliments I received, I will never forget this. This has never happened to me with any other fragrance, by the way. I was standing by the elevator bank. I was waiting for the elevator to go to lunch with my coworkers. A girl had walked out of the elevator. She doubled back to follow the scent trail, and she's like, "What are you wearing?" Y'all, I had never seen or encountered anything like that before. Like, my good sis did a full 180 to try to figure out what fragrance this was. Sure enough, it was Delina. And y'all, I love Delina so much. First of all, the bottle is so pretty. Oh, I am just obsessed. So pretty. I love pink. It's one of my favorite colors. But I was so in love with this fragrance, y'all. I decided to get the body cream. The body cream is not cheap. This was almost $100. I want to say this was maybe $90, but it's so worth it for me because not only do I layer this with Delina, but I also layer this with other fragrances that have like a Turkish rose base, and it's absolutely perfect. And y'all, this is not to say I'm not a fan of Delina Exclusive. I definitely am. I like that fragrance as well, but I like Delina so much better. My next most complimented fragrance is going to be Exalté by Funmi Monet. Now, if you don't know who Funmi Monet is, she is the fragrance auntie on TikTok. And let me tell you something. I trust that girl's nose. So when I heard she was releasing a fragrance, I already knew it was going to be good. I didn't need to know what the notes were. I just knew it was going to be fire. And sure enough, as soon as she did her launch, she gave a discount code. I want to say the fragrance was either $275 or $300. Gave a discount code that took off about $50. I remember I ended up paying $250. So obviously it would be $300, Alyssa. But I don't remember what the exact discount was. I remember paying $250 for this. And when the bottle came, I thought it looked so beautiful. First of all, the cap, magnetic, love that. Just so luxe looking. Even the packaging was super luxe. The first time I smelled this, I was in love. It's just so good, you guys. It is absolutely stunning. Whenever I want to feel like a boss, that girl, I want to walk in the room and everyone notice me, I wear this fragrance. And it just makes me feel so powerful. So this is another Turkish rose fragrance, but it has some pink pepper and it has some lemon, some other florals, a little vanilla. It's also a little musky and ambery. It is just so stunning. And honey, people are going to smell you from across the room. Now, one of the other reasons I say this is my most complimented fragrance, because not only do people often ask me what fragrance this is whenever I'm wearing it. There was actually a time I was at an influencer event and a girl had walked past me and I was like, what is that? And now you would think you should be able to recognize it. But again, things wear differently on different people. And I said, girl, what are you wearing? She's like, it's Exalté by Fumi Monet. And I'm like, of course it is. So not only have I received compliments on this fragrance, I love this on other people too. And I compliment other people whenever they're wearing it. Guys, this is chef's kiss. So good. Hands down, one of the best fragrances that I own. Now, they don't sell this size anymore. This is a 3.4 ounce bottle. Now they only sell 30 milliliters. But if you can get it, I would highly recommend that you grab it while it's still available, because once it's gone, baby, I'm so glad I got the big bottle. I'm so glad I got the big bottle. Like, y'all see this day. I use it sparingly. Like I said, I only wear it when I want to be like, you know what I'm saying? And one would argue, wouldn't you want to feel like that every time you put a fragrance on? No. Like, when I always want to feel like that, girl. But like, y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, when you're going to a certain event in a certain place that just demands a certain fragrance, this is it. So good. Next up, in the most complimented fragrance department, we have 100 Silent Ways by Nishane. I need you to see the dent in this, okay? I need you guys to see. I'm almost 50% of the way done with this bottle. Why? Because this is also a go-to fragrance for me whenever I get to my fragrance rack and I'm like, I don't know what to wear. Like, and you're running out of time. You got to catch the bus. You got to commute. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my go-to. Sometimes I'll find that I'm wearing this every single day of the week sometimes, but it is just so good. It's this beautiful, sweet, juicy white floral that has some vanilla. It is just absolutely gorgeous. And it does project. It doesn't project, but it projects just enough for people to be like, hey girl, what is that? Like, someone's not going to smell this from across the room, but if they're in your vicinity, they're going to be like, oh, that's nice. Oh, that smells like a sweet, juicy kind of peach. Like, this is hands down one of the best scents that I have in my collection. And when I first started wearing this, I was wearing it by itself until I found some really amazing combos. One of the first fragrances I started layering with 100 Silent Ways is Casablanca by Swiss Arabian. I had heard about this combo from a fellow fragrance girl, Ade Perfumes. She had posted about it, and once I put these together, I could not stop. Casablanca is a sweet, fruity caramel perfume. And so the sweetness of Casablanca paired with the sweetness that's in 100 Silent Ways, it really complemented each other and produced this almost sugary, sweet, delicious gourmand. I can't explain it. Unless you try it for yourself, it's hard to explain how well these just complement one another. 100 Silent Ways is elevated all by itself, but Casablanca just takes it to a whole nother level. Another fragrance I pair with 100 Silent Ways is Kayali's The Wedding Silk Santal. And the reason I got to this combo is because there was a creator on TikTok who had mixed this with Velvet Santal. Now, if you've seen the larger bottles, you know that Velvet Santal is in a black bottle and this is in a clearer bottle. But the minis kind of look very, very similar. And so when she was pairing Velvet Santal and 100 Silent Ways together, I thought she was using Silk Santal. And so I started pairing these together, and y'all, it was so freaking good. So your Silk Santal is going to have sparkling champagne, white freesia, there's some pink praline, nectarine, sandalwood, and sugared musk. Layering these together produces just this beautiful sugary sweet, but it's not sickening sweet, guys. It's still very palatable, but this sugary, sweet, juicy fragrance, y'all. And with the sparkling champagne at the top, oh, I remember wearing this combo to work at like 8 a.m. and by 5 p.m. I had gone to the dentist, and my dentist, the hygienist, excuse me, was like, "What are you wearing? It smells so sweet and juicy." Guys, too good. But baby, 100 Silent Ways, oh, not a showstopper, but a huge compliment getter. And last but not least, y'all, we have Gentle Fluidity. Now, this is one where I don't pair this with anything. This for me speaks by itself. It's such a beautifully warm vanilla. It is so gentle, but it makes its presence known. And it just smells so good. Every single time I wear this, there's somebody who was like, "Girl, you smell good." And it's a little spicy with that coriander, and it has that nutmeg, the amber. It's just, I can't say enough about how good this fragrance is. And I love the color of the juice and the way it starts out. You can never go wrong with Gentle Fluidity. My boy Francis, he got a nose on him. He know what he's doing, honey. But guys, that is the end of the video, and those were my most complimented fragrances, y'all. Whenever I really want to feel good, feel like that girl, I grab one of those fragrances, especially 100 Silent Ways by Deschanel. Honey, that is like my go-to daily fragrance. But I want to hear from you guys. What is your show-stopping fragrance or fragrances, the ones that always get the ultimate compliments? I want to know so I can buy them too. But if you love today's content, you love talking fragrance, handbags, or luxury, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.